Hello, today I will review the Udes 1516, the tier 10 Swedish medium tank. This tank has a 440 alpha damage gun with a reload of 7.32, resulting in 3600 DPM. So the combination with the alpha damage and DPM is pretty good here. The accuracy with 0.3 is fine, with good aiming time. Also for that gun and stabilization, it's a pretty good aiming time. The hit points are 1950 here, and the top speed is 52 and reverse speed is 24. So the reverse speed here is especially good. It has fine usable concealment and a view range of 440. So 440 isn't as good as it should be. So, as for modernization, here I would pick this to get less penalty to ammo rack and engine. Here I would reduce the aiming size because, well, both modernizations are not really taking so much impact on this tank. Here I wouldn't choose anything here, it has already good reverse speed, and to not nerf it, I would choose nothing here. Here I would buff the top speed by 2 kilometers because 50 isn't the best value here, so I would do 52. And here I also wouldn't choose anything here. As for equipment, so you always have to do gun rammer here, and you can use stabilization. And here you can decide what you want to use on the third run. I'm using ventilation here to improve our statistics and so on, but you can use turbine here, turbocharger, to make you even faster because 52 isn't the best value, or even hardening to be able to gain more, to take more damage. As for the shells, this shell has 254 penetration with 1000 shell velocity. I would personally say that this isn't a good shell because of the 1000 shell velocity. So many tanks have better shell velocity on a PCR, and here's only 1000 with 254 penetration. The gold rounds are 310 penetration, which isn't also the best value here with 840 shell velocity, so the shells are definitely not the best here. As for crew perks, I would use brazen arms, recon, situation awareness, and concealment, and also repairs. Intuition is important to switch between the fast flying shell and the slow flying shell. Well, gold ammo, not gold ammo. Here I would use brazen arms, snapshot, intuition, repairs, and concealment. And here also brazen arms, off-road driving, well, repairs, concealment, and smooth ride. And firefighting is also important because this tank can get damaged if it is hit in its lower plate. So for the armor model, looking at the tank like this, you can see the lower plate is not penetratable if this tank is directly looking at you like that. The upper and the lower plate are easily penetratable. Here there is no armor. With that thing is also difficult to penetrate. The turret is also really difficult to penetrate if you don't use gold ammo, but if you start using gold, if you start using gold ammunition, you see you can penetrate all the spots here, and so this is where you should shoot at, and not the weak spots. If this tank is looking like that at you. And also now the very lower plate is not ricocheting anymore because it's only ricocheting from a PCR. If we use this tank gun depression of 13, you can see that he is pretty tanky, his turret is good armored with those spots being covered, And this is a very small spot here. You are probably not you will probably not penetrate. And so hull down, this tank is pretty well armored with this not being armored, but you can cover it. And those spots for the gun. And if you have high penetration, you can try to shoot this one, but only if you're like on an object 268 or Hori. So side scraping, if you side scrape with this tank, um, you have to be carefully because this is not a tank made for side scraping. You will be able to be penetrated through the track, and also so this tank is also not for side scraping. So I am on overload here with this tank, and I'm going right to the position where I can use my gun depression, and with that also improve my armor. So this tank is going pretty fast to that position here. I was driving 57 kilometers down the hill, and now I am positioning here. There's a convoy. I'm shooting it in its side of the turret. Tanking one shot of him and shooting another shell into him. There's a CS-59 here. I'm aiming for him a bit, but I'm pretty sure that he won't come out anymore. And here I am crossing this spot. The Minotaur is there, but I'm not hitting. So what I want to do now. I want the Minotaur to shoot our CC, and while that I can shoot him in his side. So one shell delivered. Now I'm waiting for him again to peek. And there it is. I'm penetrating him for 500 damage. And now I'm just peeking, trying to get into his lower plate. Not penetrating, but he's also missing me. But now I'm penetrating for 497, so 497 is a pretty good damage. And now I'm just trading damage to shoot him in his side, and just I'm thoughtfully receiving damage here. Now I'm switching the flanks again, because why should I stay here any longer? And I see that the beach here is getting contested. First I'm going down here, then I see, well, there's another FV, and there's D1, and I couldn't also really compete with an 60 TP here. He would just hit me twice, and I would have need to aim for some spots there, so I'm just going back there. So even though there would be only a 60 TP, I shouldn't go there. So I'm trying to use my gun depression of 13 degrees here. So I'm standing here. He's getting one shot from the Yak PZ and another shot of 396 from me. And also shooting this ST1. I guess he's penetrating in my lower plate because it was visible. You see that mechanics this tank head is a bit laggy, if you can say so. It really takes some time. It's not smooth, so you really need time to activate it. This high dramatic mechanic. Well, this was an initially bad shot here. And the Yak PZ is killing the ST1. Now I am just driving away because the enemy's lost here at this flank and the FE is also getting killed pretty fast. So now I'm driving to the other spot of enemies that is left. There's a light tank crossing in front of me and I'm hitting him once. And he's driving farther away, so I hit him while he is driving. I'm a bit carefully here because I don't know where the Udes is. Oh, artillery is getting spotted. And I'm one-shotting him because I high rolled a bit. This Udes is playing with a hardening, that's also one option to play it. But he's playing it kind of wrong because he is playing it at the back with hardening. So should have played more aggressively. So hardening is really for playing really aggressive and just going more to the front. Here another shot in shot into another artillery and into the T3 Jäger. And I'm really good DP aiming here. I'm going for that CS. The T3 Jäger is shooting me but still not penetrating me. It's unfortunate. Another shot into that CS. Ramming him. And this was the last shot, resulting in a victory. So I dealt 8,588 damage here with 2 kills and 247 assists. I also tanked 1,568 damage here, so that's good. 1,004 experience for that battle, and in total I didn't even lost any credits. Well, that's because you switch between gold shells and non-gold shells. So that's not the most, so this is not the tank that is losing the most. So overall, this tank is very specific. It isn't good at all maps, but at Showdown maps, it can really do good things there. So overall, I would say it's a good tank, also to research. Like and subscribe, and bye.